Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and privilege to be out here on this occasion. Uh, Before I start the whole process of what Karthik and Ms. Mridu have initiated, let me very quickly convey my greetings and warm welcome to Mrs. Geeta Jagannathan, founder and managing director, APL Global School, Ms. Sarija Santosh, principal, APL Global School, all school leaders who are there, the teachers who are there, children, especially parents, Ms. Mridu Singh Jhala, member designate to CEI board, Mr. Karthik, executive director, president and fellows of CEI. Uh, I thank you for giving me this opportunity this year to be the head of research for the J. Shampeter National Research Repository. I am the Group Chief Executive Officer of SGS Group. It is Bangladesh's largest private sector conglomerate in healthcare and education. We run all the Apollo hospitals out here in Bangladesh. We have construction companies. We run the Monash University. We run DPS schools, ISG, and various businesses, of course. As the group CEO, I wear many hats, but one of my closest, personally, most cherished hats is research. And being a PhD myself, this is something that I look forward to, not just at a personal level, but at a professional level also. Running all the DPS schools and international schools out here in Bangladesh, we realize that in the subcontinent and perhaps globally, Indian schools are the bulwarks, are the front runners in ensuring outstanding academic standards and incorporating innovative learning techniques for their children. And being the editor of this expansive research across India, it brings me personally and professionally face to face with various, academic achievements of schools and gives us a lesson of where we can improve out here. Out here, we see that your being a Cambridge school is very close. It is a global education system, and seeing that the outreach that you have towards making the school an inclusive school is phenomenal. Now, I would like to say that statistics is a combination of both numbers and subjective analysis. While we are data driven and our hands are bound by a significant amount of data analysis, uh, we are not ignorant of the fact that the responses are coming from humans who realize that the school stands for certain values which may not be captured in our very standard questionnaire model. So there is one important question, which is the last question, which we call any other thing you'd like to add, and that is perhaps my most interesting review, irrespective of the data that the remaining questionnaire comes up with. The last question is something that I make sure I read in various responses that I receive across India. And I have to say something very honestly, and this is my personal view. I would hope that the school renames itself Academy for Personalized Learning Global School rather than APL. The importance that the school is giving for personalized learning to ensure that a student's individuality is not lost in a group context is phenomenal. There are very few schools across India that recognize it. And your name represents that value, that pillar, that foundation so beautifully that I would say that it is a disservice for people to know you as APL Global School. It would be remarkable if people were reiterated that this is not APL, this is the Academy for Personalized Learning, because I have found, I would say, zero schools across India which stand so committed to ensuring that they go towards that individual drop a student profile, which is remarkable. I mean, the fact that you're drawing up student profiles based on inputs from various groups of stakeholders is not something that any school does. This is almost some schools may call it plotting a student, but I realize what the school is doing. And this is one of the most innovative behavioral techniques that I have seen in school, in improving school learning outcomes. And I can understand where this comes from. For all the parents, children, the CI board that is there, it is important to realize that leaders drive a school's values, leaders drive a school's vision. And perhaps Ms. Geeta's background is one of the key indicators of this drive. I realize that Ms. Geeta has gone through 8 schools herself, and this opens her up to various teaching methodologies. Going through such, not just 8 schools, but her family, her father had a transferable job, and that exposes a student at a young age to different cultures, different contexts, different kind of peer behavior, which completely changes the perspective of a student like me, for example, who spent 12 years in a Tamil school. I'm from Tirunelveli. My father is from a village which is, Pattamade in Tirunelveli district. So I know what it is, but I've never had the gift of experiencing different cultures or different school behaviors or school contexts. I've just been in very few number of schools. Of course, after graduating, I've gone through various countries, but it is absolutely a different world when, as a child, as a growing up person, you see that. And I realize this is where it comes from. Most importantly, Ms. Geeta, I would, I'm completely, what should I say? I'm very proud of the fact that this concept of inclusive and nurturing space, these two words have resounded in some of the responses that we have got. And it is rare to see respondents write this in the questionnaires, that they feel the school is an inclusive school. Parents don't even know what is an inclusive school. So for a respondent to write that means that there is, and these are respondents not connected to your school directly. Please realize that the people we've gone out to are people who are deliberately dispassionate about the school. So your positioning, your orientation has been really something which is over encompassing. And this is very proud to know that a school has not just committed, but the civil society is recognizing the contributions that you're making. An additional fact is that my mother is a Reiki master. So getting to know that you're a Reiki grandmaster, a hypnotherapist, and a student of yoga, these are cultural contexts which bring into focus the development of the brain, the development of the overall person. And this is also something I see mirrored in the school, where it is not just academic achievement that is being looked at, which is, in my whole education, my parents were all about academic achievement, more marks, better marks, more studies. And that is something I think South Indian students do go through very regularly. But for a school to be progressive and to tell its parents that, look, we are not just looking at academics, but it is overall development, at the cost of parents saying that, no, we don't want overall development, but we want only academic. At that cost, you are going ahead and saying that. Hats off to you, ma'am, and hats off to the school, to its leaders, that they have committed themselves to this kind of an orientation. And all this I've got to know from the responses. Believe me, it has been a pleasure reading and summating the responses. This is the first time your school has featured in our national surveys. So it was a pleasure to know, and it was very surprising to know that till now, we have not been able to uh, see your school's name in all these years. So very remarkable. Ms. Sarija, I would like to speak a few words about you also. You have been a professional in the industry, and for professionals to come into the teaching line is again one of the rarest things that we see. Forget professionals coming in the industry. For a biomedical engineer to enter the teaching line is again one of the rarest of rare things to see. To understand that, you've seen the corporate world, you've had a string of experiences in reputed corporate houses. At the same time, you have decided to go the other way and take up the mantle of teaching from the lowest level of being a, not the lowest, I'm talking about from the ground level of teaching biology, to coming up being a course coordinator, being the heads of various schools, and finally taking up the mantle of principalship in, I would say, the worst time in the education industry in the past 100 years. That is again something that we realize. If a principal had been there for 5 years and this COVID time comes up, that's another thing. But taking it up right at that time is the most challenging effort that you've seen, and that is remarkable. Ms. Sarija, these are my personal words because I realize that your name has also come up in responses. So it is with all due respect, these experiences that I see in the school leaders is what is coming down remarkably into the teaching, learnings, and in the perception of the civil society. And I'm very proud to be here, seeing the school leaders represent excellence at a national level. Now, having said that, I would like to point something out that the Confederation of Educational Institutions of India is run by their academic guild. And this guild comprises very few 20 odd schools from the thousands of schools that CEI has relations with. Seeing the responses and seeing the representation bias that CEI has from schools from other parts of the country, I had taken the liberty to recommend to the CEII board to invite your school as an honorable member of the CII Guild. And I'm pleased to say that the Guild, the president and fellows of the Confederation approved my request very late, but they did. And at this moment, before I move on to the award ceremony, I would like to quickly announce that the school has been invited to be the honorable member of the CI Guild. I will just read out the commendation covenant. With full honors for outstanding professional contribution in their field of competence, the President and Fellows of Confederation of Educational Institutions of India are pleased to award the testimonial of Honorary CEII Guild Member to API Global School, Chennai. So this is the initial congratulations for being invited to the Guild. We would be very proud to have you as a member of the CEII Guild, giving direction to the Confederation with your thoughts and inputs. Having said that, I move on to the actual award ceremony. At this point, with pride, I announce that API Global School is the recipient of this year's CI Most Innovational Learning Pedagogy Award. I will read out the commendation covenant. In the Shrestha CEII National Educational Survey 2021, institution API Global School, awardee Ms. Geeta Jagannathan, representative founder, and region for Chennai, Tamil Nadu, award category CEII Most Innovational Learning Pedagogy Award 2021. Big claps to you, ma'am. Big claps to all of you. This is an absolute proud moment for the school, for all the stakeholders of the school, and I'm privileged to be in attendance at this moment. With these words, I hand over the stage to Ms. Geeta for her acceptance speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know where to begin. It's such an emotional moment for me to be receiving this honor on behalf of the school and the entire team. But let me start right at the beginning, going chronologically. I have to thank my parents for how broad-minded they were and how progressive they were. They were ahead of their times in every which way. And my mindset of inclusive education comes from their attitudes towards people in general, towards life in general. They were both teachers. Though my father was an engineer and he functioned more as an engineer, he started his career as a lecturer in the Dhanbad School of Mines. My mother was a teacher in Delhi. And then when she joined my father in the various collieries that we were in, she couldn't continue her teaching career, which she took up again at the age of 60. So they've been inspiring in the way they've approached education. And the education I had was mostly from the long walks that we would take with our father, where he would talk about all subjects under the sky. And he had an open mind. I heard about Karl Marx from him just as much as I heard about the Ramayana and the Mahabharatam and Bhartiyar songs. So we had a wonderful education right there at home, me and my siblings. And it's also the personal experiences of watching how my siblings grew up, both of them gifted learners with very different personalities. One very sensitive, very emotional, and the other were very stable, very logical kind of person. So, and after that, I got into a relationship with my husband at the early age of 15. So his culture was so different from mine. Having been brought up mostly in North India, I came into South India and met this Brahmin boy rooted in Brahmin culture who knew nothing about the rest of the world. And that gave me a whole different perspective on things. He's been my support throughout the years in my development. He's been as much a parent to me as my parents and my siblings have been. And it's his support that the school opened. But the inspiration for opening the school came from my children. My daughters were both gifted learners. The older one was a twice exceptional child. And her struggles with schooling was what led to APL being formed. I have to acknowledge here the guidance I received from Dr. Vasanti Vasudev, who was the co-founder of the school in the initial years. It was from her that I learned the concept of differentiated teaching and learning. And from there on, we went on to learn a lot more. But what drives the school is essentially what I, as a healer, really value, the whole concept of unconditional love and acceptance. And it's that which has guided all our teachers also. All the adults who come into school invariably say, I wish we'd gone to a school like this. And to have the opportunity to create that school that they would have loved to be part of, that is what drives the passion with which each one is working in the school. What Sarija said about collaboration, the level of collaboration in our school is fantastic. We really kind of define what a team should be like, where everyone is accepted for what they are and valued for what they have to offer, and given a chance to explore themselves and to present their best side to the rest of the community. So it's a learning space, not just for students, but also for the adults in the community. Our housekeeping staff are also involved in taking care of the children, and they do a fantastic job. So it's clearly not to do with formal education. It's more to do with the attitudes that we develop and how we interact with each other. And it's a privilege for me to be a part of a team like this that's grown so beautifully, and to be honored by such an august body as the CEII. I cannot thank you all enough for recognizing our work, and to be invited to join you is really, I think, more than the award itself. That is something that's of great honor that I'm very privileged to accept. We really would like to spread the idea of inclusive education across the country and maybe across the world, because that's the way to be. That's how nature is. And if we would revert back to being our natural selves, we would all be very inclusive. I hope to see a world where inclusion is practiced seamlessly, unconsciously. I cannot thank you all enough for giving us a platform like this and for recognizing our work. And I have to thank all the parents who placed their trust in the school, who've gone along with our thoughts and allowed us to work with their children. The students, of course, are our inspiration. It's the kind of creativity that they display that prompts us to stretch ourselves beyond our own limits and to go out and achieve what we do. So it's all the stakeholders together who've created the school. And I've always welcomed each staff member, new staff member, saying It's a space where all of us create together. So don't think of yourself as somebody who's here to carry out instructions, but you have an opportunity to co-create, and that's what is important. It's all the stakeholders who've co-created the school, the parents who give us very active feedback. Critical feedback is the most important factor in our development. Our ability to receive it and to work with it has been honed by the likes of Asha, who's not just the teacher mentor, but also a mentor to me in many ways. I've learned a lot from her. Our team, Sarija, has been inspirational. Working with her has been really fantastic. And as you rightly pointed out, sir, taking over at a time when we switched to the virtual mode from the physical mode, with so much uncertainty out there in the world, she provided such a stable, sure hand, steady hand. And in this year, I've had a serious illness, so she hasn't had that much time with me also. But still, she's managed things so beautifully. It's wonderful to see how the team has come together to rise to the occasion. I'll close with saying thanks to all my family members, including the APL family members. Thank you so much for the honor.
Thank you, Ms. Geeta. These are memorable words. You know, our wishes for your quick and early recovery. The fact that
Thank you.
know your words talked about the school embracing diversity in a student group. You know, the teachers creating learning plans to include all students by recognizing their individuality. This is something which is what is innovational. Phenomenally innovational in your learning pedagogy is the fact that you are creating opportunities for children to learn, feel, think in their own ways. And this is what will make them grow up to be entrepreneurs, to be innovators on their own. This inclusive environment is encouraging students of your school to set their own goals, which sets you apart completely. I thank you all. I thank you. For being present at this occasion. As a closing vote of thanks, I would once again thank you, Ms. Geeta, for being here in giving us the opportunity to present this award and inviting you to be a member of our guild. Ms. Sarija Santosh, thank you for the outstanding amount of effort you've taken in building this school during these times.
Thank you very much.
All school leaders and faculties who are here present, you know, our commendations to you also. As Ms. Geeta says, this is not just a school. The school represents all its stakeholders, and this is an award for all you stakeholders, parents and children especially, who are here listening to all these speeches. This stands for your future, of you driving a future for the world. Finally, my vote of thanks to the Confederation, CEII. Thank you, Ms. Mridu, Member Designate, Mr. Karthik, Executive Director. It is a wonderful opportunity to be present at this event, having had attended various research summits. I think this has been one of my most memorable meetings. With these words, I would officially call this award ceremony to a close. Thank you all. Thank you for attending this ceremony. Thank you.